Hello. Excuse me. Uh, if you can get some felt pads like these are kind of thin. They make them in all different thicknesses. They usually have a sticky side. And then if you find your case similar to this, put one here on the outside, and then put another one on this outside, and that'll push the front of the clock away from the wall, and that should correct your other problem with the clock not being level. Here's a movement which should be just about exactly like yours, and it comes right out of the clock. It looks like this. When it comes out of the clock, all you have to do is grab it with two hands, grab it like this, and just lift up and then pull forward. Might have to jiggle it slightly. The part that you showed me is in here. I don't know if you can see it. It's right down in between the dial and the front of the movement. Right there. That's the thing that stops it from chiming. It's not a big deal to get the dial off. Raise the camera up a little bit so you can see better. First thing you have to do is take the hands off. It'll have a pin in there, and you pull the taper pin out. Probably has a little washer like this one does, and then the minute hand comes off. The hour hand, just move it back and forth like that and gently pull, and it comes right off. Now what holds the dial on are pins. You find the posts. So here's a post. Now here's a post and the pin's missing. But here's a post and there's a pin in it. Just grab the pin and take it out. That pin's missing. Makes it a little easier. Oh, this pin is missing too. It's a lot easier, but pull all the pins out. There's the other pin. And then voila, there it is. Now right here is that part that you sent. Make sure you can see it. Here it is right here. And the post is sort of square, and all you do is just push it on, and this one is aiming to the right side here, so that's probably where it goes, aim to the right. Now what holds it in there is a little teeny pin, and somehow when your clock was shipped this little teeny pin fell out. So you need to find, I doubt if you can find that pin so little in the bottom of the case, but maybe you can find it. If not, you need to fashion one, or if you want I can send you one. So you just take that piece, slide it on the post, and then put that pin in there to hold it there. Then if I was you, oh wait a minute, I was holding the I was holding the movement crooked. So it's actually, let's see where it, okay, it's pointing to the left side. I had to move it this way and didn't realize it. So put it just like you see here, and you should be good. And then put the pin in to hold it there. Now once you get it there, a really smart thing to do would be to grab a hold of this string and pull on it and make sure it's working right. Before you put it all back together, and you'll see what makes it work. See, the pin goes round and round, and this is called the rack. It moves to the side, and then once this other pin here, once this pin gets all the way over here, it'll work its way over. And when it gets over here, this will get on it and it'll stop it from striking. I'm going to pull on it and see if you can watch it. There we go. Yep, if that's gone, you're right. It'll just keep right on striking until the weight runs down. Here, one more time. Okay, once you put the little pin in and it's hold there and it's fairly secure, then all we have to do is reverse. Make sure they got the top of the movement up like I have here, like I goofed before. And take the dial and put the 12 at the top and put these 4 posts back in their little holes. Just take your time and don't force anything. It just drops in, and then take those pins, they call them taper pins because they're skinny at one end and fat at the other end. Put the taper pin there, and if you have like a little teeny hammer, that's the way I like to do it, and just kind of sort of tap it in. Since you're not going to ship the clock, you don't got to bang it and make sure it's really, really, really tight. I'll put this other one in here. You know what? I don't like that pin. I'm afraid it might fall off. Now, as you put the pins in, make sure, look at the other end of the pin and make sure it's not rubbing on anything. Look at both ends of the pin and make sure that you didn't push the pin in and now it's going to scrape one of the gears and won't let it turn. Okay. Sort of tap it in where it's nice and snug, but don't go crazy hitting it. If there's any pins missing or if you need any parts, let me know and we'll drop them in the mail for you. There we go. So now it's nice and secure. Everything looks good. Make sure that the winders are centered. They probably will be. Put your hour hand on, kind of push it down as you turn. Put it anywhere in the world right now. Put your minute hand just any old place. And then what we're going to do is we're going to pull on that string again, and we're going to advance. I'm pulling on the cord so that I got power to strike, and now I'm going to move the minute hand ahead until it strikes. It's striking back here. I gotta wait. There it goes. Kind of hard to do with the, where I can make sure you can see with the camera. Normally I'd take it over to the vise over there, but I'm going to try to do it here so as you can see. Okay, I'm pulling on my string. Now I'm going to advance this. Okay, now it struck one time there, and we came over here, it should strike more times. Uh-oh. Only struck once there. Might be at 1 o'clock. Let's try over here again. Three, 4, 5. Okay, it just struck 5 o'clock. So now I'm going to take this minute hand and I'm going to put it up to 12, and I'm going to slide the hour hand over here to 5 o'clock. And put my little washer in, put my little pin in here. There we go. Now I'm going to pull on the cord again so we get power. Let's see if we're right or not. Probably how far you put that pin in will be how tight this hand is, and you don't want it too tight. Okay, it struck once there at the half hour. And now we're up here again. See if it does 6 or not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, now the hands are on correctly. If one last thing before I turn the video off is how far you put this pin in depends on how tight this is going to be in. You want it sort of tight, but you don't want it crazy tight, because then the clock won't run. So if you put it all back together and you put it up there and it just don't want to seem to run, just kind of loosen this pin just a little bit and make the hand a little bit more free. You want it just about the way it is now, just where it'll kind of move, but it won't fall down on its own. If you have any questions, give us an email and we'll help you out. Thank you.